Hi friends, it's Amy and
Julia.
And we're here to teach you a really fun and easy way to learn your basic math facts from 1 to adding up to 10. So as we all know, addition is one of the most foundational things that you have to be fluent in to keep going to the higher levels of math. And so what we're going to do is teach you kind of a step-by-step process of what you do to build that fluency with a young child who is just starting to learn their math facts. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to have a deck of cards and just the numbers from 1 to 9, and you begin by laying the cards out in numerical order. So, for example, if we start with 1, what comes after 1? 2,
3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, yep. She's going to help me lay these out here. Okay, Julia, how far are we? Yeah. So we've made the number line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6, 7, 8, 9,
7,
10.
8, 9. Okay.
7.
All right. So as you can see, I'm just going to put the screen down here just a little bit so you can see what we've done. You laid them all out in a row like this. And then once again, make sure that they understand how to count from 1 to 9. Okay, make sure they have that foundational piece first. So Julia, say the numbers one more time.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Perfect. Okay, so she understands that concept. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go kind of backwards and starting at the 1 here, we're going to count from 9 down to 1. And what she's going to do is place the card next to that number. So we start at 9. So if you look over here, we match up the 1 and 9 because if we do 1 plus 9, what does that equal?
10.
10. All right. So now the next one was 2. So actually, if we're doing our number line counting down, it would be 9, 8, then what?
7,
7,
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
6. Yes. Whoops, we're missing our 3 in here. Okay, 9, 8, 7.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. Yep. Okay, so, what am I missing here? 6, 4, 3, 2. Okay, so if you take a look now, we have lined them all up. So they begin to see that if you go one direction starting at 9 or starting at 1 and counting to 9, and then across the top you do the reverse and you go 9 and you count down to 1, they begin to see the pattern emerging of how these numbers add up to 10. So with that said, Julia, let's take a look once again and say 1 plus 9 is
10.
Okay, what's next?
2 plus 8 equals 10. 3 plus 7, 8 equals 10.
Okay, so just for the sake of time, you get the picture. Go through it so they begin to get that concept of understanding how it's all adding up to 10. Okay, now another thing that you can choose to do also is, I like using dry erase boards or whatever, but I wrote the numbers 1 to 9, and now she came back and she did the numbers below to show how it's adding up to 10. Okay, so just another way to reinforce how these numbers are always going to go and add up to 10. Now, the next thing that you can also do is put all of the cards in a pile and mix them up, and then you can ask your child to find all of the matching pairs. Okay, so Julia, start finding some of the pairs that add up to 10. I see a 5, so I need another 5. What numbers do you see to start adding them up to 10? Oh, I see there's my other 5. Okay, good. And then put that down. And 6 plus 4, that equals 10. Okay, so basically, you're going to have your child find all of the pairs that match up to 10. And when you're done with that, what you're going to discover is that by the time you begin to consolidate those piles that they've made, you can once again line them all up, and you'll see that you really only have 5 sets of cards that you're working with. So for example, you will see the 1 and 9 is 10, 2 plus 8, and then 7 plus 3. So then they begin to see and not feel so overwhelmed of having all of these cards. They'll always know every time that they see a 1 and 9, that's 10, 2 and 8 is 10, and so on. Okay, now once you're done with that piece, then you're going to come back and put all of the cards together in one stack. And now you're going to play a math fluency game where you basically flip the card over and they have to say what number adds they need to add up to 10. Okay, so Julia, 5. Is 5 plus 5 is 10. A 4. 4 plus what equals 10? 6. 3 plus what equals 10?
I don't know that one.
You don't remember that one? If 4 plus 6 is 10, and this is one less, what comes after 6? Do you remember? Or you can come over here and look at the kind of your little cheat sheet. If you have a 3 here, what number do you need to?
7.
7. Okay, and then 6?
4.
4. Okay, so you keep going until you get to the end of the deck. And after you do this a couple times, you'll begin to see that your child is becoming more and more fluent in the addition facts up to 10. I hope you find this helpful. And once again, if your child can do this without counting on their fingers or whatever, and it becomes really fluent, that is gonna set a really firm and strong foundation for them to continue on with doing math as they move up on their levels. All right, have fun.